Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about topic the continuous improvement in a sprint retrospective. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in project management, Scrum framework and software development and you want to learn about it. So let's start, friend. First of all, we have to understand that what is sprint retrospective. Friend, sprint retrospective is basically a session or ceremony in Scrum framework. Scrum is basically a agile based approach of project management for software development based projects, in which we divide the work of a project into multiple chunks, that is called as a sprint. Sprint is a 3 to 4 weeks time period in which we plan, develop, test and deploy the things, and with each completion of each sprint we basically complete the work of a project. So here the sprint is basically thing which when we complete we have a product increment means the work which has been completed during the sprint. After completion of the sprint, we have a sprint review meeting in which the team demonstrate the work which has been completed to the product owner and the business and the stakeholders. And after the sprint review meeting, we have a sprint retrospective session. In the sprint retrospective session, we basically discuss the things which went well, which went wrong, what are the areas for improvement, and it plays a crucial role in the contracts of the Scrum framework. The sprint retrospective is dedicated ceremony at the end of each sprint where the Scrum team reflects on its performance and identifies opportunities for improvement. So here comes the concept of continuous improvement, means that once the sprint completed, sprint review session conducted, and so during this sprint retrospective we try to identify the areas of improvement, that how during once the sprint has been completed, now how we can improve further, so that in the upcoming sprint we proceed further, we can improve further and we can perform better. So first thing is the reflecting on the sprint. The sprint retrospective begins with a reflection on the recently completed sprints. That means we discuss that what are the things which has been completed, how was the session, and basically the Scrum development team looks at both positive and negative aspects of the sprint. Positive means the things which went well, which goes positively, and the things which went wrong, which were the issues and bottlenecks, and emphasizing a mindset of continuous learning and adaptation. Here, friend, remember that it is not a blame game session. It is basically a session to try to improve the things, try to improve the process and performance here. Then identify what went well and what can be improved here as well. Friend, basically there are two aspects of the sprint retrospective. First thing, what went well, that means the things which were positive and it should be continued in the upcoming sprint as well. Like that means some achievements, some positive aspects, and the positive aspects and achievements should be celebrated as well. Then the areas which were negative or the areas which can be improved in the upcoming sprint, it should have to also be positively discuss and positively mention as well. Here both things are important, the positive things and the areas of improvement, both these aspects are very important. Then collecting feedback means the stakeholders should give their experience, share their experiences, share their thoughts and give their feedback as well. And being a team member, we have to collect those feedback, because feedback serve as a valuable input for understanding the dynamics of the team, enabling informed decisions for improvement, and it basically serves as a purpose so that we can improve the things as well. Then data analysis means that we can use different charts, like for example velocity, burn down charts and other performance indicator to analyze the performance of the team. For example, velocity is basically a chart which shows that how much user story points have been completed on an average during the sprint by the team member. Burn down chart shows that like what is the progress of the team to complete the work. It basically, burn down chart tells you that remaining work about the sprint during the execution of a sprint. So data analysis provides empirical evidence of the team's productivity, aiding in objective assessment and informed decisions making for improvement as well. Generating insights means that based on the inspection and the feedback, like the data analysis and all those things, give you an insight about actually how work well, what could be optimized, and potential areas for changes. Here, remember, friend, whatever the insights you are generating, it should have to be it should have to be based on some data, should have some documentation. So insights drive the identification of specific areas for improvement and contribute to the team's learning and evolution as well. Then creating actionable items, like for once you have the insights about the performance of the team, you can create the actionable items. Items that the team can implement to address identified areas for improvement. Actionable items translate insights into concrete steps, ensuring that improvement efforts are tangible and achievable here as well. Here, friend, actionable items are very important. Basically, like, you have identified that there are few areas for improvement. So what is the action on that item? Okay, how you can, what you can do in this scenario. So planning for change means that whatever the changes have been identified, whatever the actions have been identified, there should be some plan for the change. Here, remember, friend, that change should not be a sudden change, because if this is, it would be a sudden change, it will be a surprise for the team member and it will become a failure. So the planning phase emphasizes the team's commitment to change and sets the stage for iterative improvement here as well. Then experimentation and innovation, the team should be encouraged to try new things, like new approaches, new software tools, new techniques. And experimentation fosters a culture of learning, adaptability, and ongoing refinement as well. So based on that, it will definitely improve the things, improve the process as well, and it will be better for the organization and for the upcoming sprint as well. Iterative improvement means recognizing that improvement is an iterative process, and each sprint provides an opportunity to make incremental enhancement. Embracing an iterative approach ensures that the team consistently evolves and adopts based on its experiences. Then feedback loop closure means closing the feedback loop by actively implementing changes in upcoming sprint. The closure of the loop ensures that the improvements are applied and their impact is monitored, creating a cycle of continuous learning and adjustment. Team empowerment means empowering team members to take ownership of the continuous improvement process. A sense of ownership fosters a proactive and engaged team that actively seeks opportunities for enhancement.